The Isabelle project, Cern could have caused Planet X and the collision of two parallel universes. There's no question that a planet, a very large one, rides the gravitational waves on the outskirts of our solar system. The real question one should ask, why haven't we seen it or found the facts to support it until now? The simple answer is, it was not there until 2007. During one of my many meetings with Drive Edward Mantel, we touched base on Planet X, or as others call it Nimrod or Wormwood. I will give a summary of our conversation. Later I do plan to post my notes, once I go to the archives. He explained that the Isabelle project was a 200 plus 200 GeV proton-proton colliding beam particle accelerator partially built by the United States government at Brookhaven National Laboratory in Upton, New York. The public was told that the project was cancelled in July of 1983. The official statement was, the U.S. Department of Energy cancelled the Isabelle project after spending more than $200 million on it. Honestly, I thought this was very strange when this happened. The project was blacklisted and hidden from the public. One of the main goals of the project was to study frequency generation. Basically, a super collider is a huge frequency generation circuit or a frequency generator. When Alice at Cern was brought online, both the supercomputer and the Large Hadron Collider at Cern, they begin to match frequency. No one really took this into account as it has never happened before at this frequency. One should Google alternate frequency matching and read the PDFs. Before we get too lost in the science, this is supposed to be a short post. By each colliders operating at the same frequency, they created a bubble of sorts. This bubble caused objects between 2 points to be moved from one timeline to another. In that timeline, Jupiter had been knocked out of its orbit by a stellar explosion almost 600 billion times brighter than the Sun that pushed the limits of physics. This was a supernova, and recently called accusation 15. In our timeline, this happened as well, but events prevented Jupiter from being knocked out of its orbit. However, the bubble pulled Jupiter into our timeline. Now this other Jupiter is flying dead stick, so to say. Edward was worried about this world and the other from transhumanist experiments gone wrong to the prospect of a destructive technological singularity to a possible collision of two parallel universes. That night, Edward's last words to me, "Who will watch the watchers?" More to come. And stay paranoid, my friends.